Yet another problem has arisen, as we anticipated. I would like to ask everyone what they think. Benedict, if you would.
Yes, my lord. We have just received a request from Minister Sorsley. We are to deliver his cargo to Aesfrost.
Cargo?
A load of salt that bypasses the consortium.
He is asking us to be an accomplice to his illegal dealings.
It is as Minister Exham suspected. Minister Sorsley truly is abusing his station.
So here they actually represent Mr. Exam's here they represent Mr. Exam talking to us about this. So that's interesting because before when I went to the other route, we didn't have Exarm telling us about Sorsley.
The nerve of him, asking the Honorable House Wolfwood to do such a filthy job. No way we'd agree to that.
But consider this. Agreeing would secure us proof of his unlawful business.
Are you suggesting we report him to Hyzant?
I am saying it is an option.
You got a point. We have a duty to speak up when something's not right. That's the honorable thing to do.
We might even earn the Holy One's trust.
If we rely on Minister Exham, would he speak to the Holy One for us? He tried to expose Sorsley's wrongdoings.
Have you all forgotten? Minister Sorsley is one of Hyzant's Saintly Seven. His connections run far deeper than ours. We must tread carefully.
Then we need solid evidence to convict him. I should think the salt he wishes us to transport would suffice. But we are the only ones that know it. And it is indistinguishable from the salt that is legally distributed. Far from the solid evidence we need.
Regrettably so.
One false move and we lose both Minister Sorsley's support and Hyzant's trust. Without proof, we have no choice but to go to Aesfrost.
If only we had evidence of his misdeeds.
It comes as no surprise to see our opinions differ. But a decision must be made. To report Minister Sorsley's illegal dealings to Hyzant, or become a silent accomplice. Bring the scales.
You'd think that Freddy could be against Travel to Hyzant, report the Eagle Salt shipments. Oh, Banks on that side too. Benedict, Frederica, and you know, okay. I think a possible massive risk our Hyzant system of equality. Limited resources lacking more than you can afford. Thanks so we can rebuild our town. Please tell me I'm not free of generosity. I should have just said, answer my lead to be happy here that he be of service. Resources did want me to pass one message to you, Lord Sir Noah. He says that gratitude should be shown with words, not deeds. Not with words, but deeds. Of course, it takes words to heart. A worry, no doubt. Source is not so generous as others might ought to be after all. Superior I can get a grounding amulet. That's a really rare item. I think that's worthwhile to keep around. I have more. I could. That's it. I could buy fiber. One more? Sure, why not? I mean, he knows it's not Sir Maxwell. Oh, that guy down there is gone now. Did the crown see a while back?
Lord Saranoa.
If we know the way House ends this operation work, we can figure out a way to get the upper hand. I see. It will be easier to find the cracks in their defenses from the inside, and it may even give us an opportunity to strike.
Yes.
As our aim, I think it will well worth the risk. Is there anything else we should know? There is. I kept wondering if being part of his actions solely the Wolford name.
Certainly.
The Saints hold great tremendous influence in the High's End. I still be easy to prove one of them guilty. On the contrary, they might use their position of power to indict us instead. And under this situation deed, and when I would not fire ourselves in. Thank you, Lord Sir. I know now where you stand.
We must decide.
It'd be our best to explode before we get further involved. We may not escape the entire escape, but it must be done. I see. So you believe we should follow Mr. Sword's orders? The odds of appealing to those in power of another nation are succeeding and turn out in our favor. We have enough angst as it is. It would be wise for us to earn ourselves any more. There's still time, Bed. I would like to consider our decision.
Certainly.
Very well, my lord. If it stays to assume you think Mr. Sorcery's crimes to be a reckless course of action. I don't have blind trust to carry out such an important deal. I can't deny that. Both Sorsley and his subordinates are cunning men. We could move under the cover of night, although there's always a chance that enemy waits the next shot as well. Give me your position clear, Barrett. I only ask you to keep my words in mind. But of course, Lord, I'll need a moment to take my decision.
Aye, lad.
I can't imagine the proud Arbor House guards committing a crime. We go to High Set and report the no good minister. You're actually considering doing this work, Derek? Why? You never see fancy, lad. Mr. X-Man's may have boundless ambition.
You're onto something.
I bet he would think twice about using us to see his hated house end fell. Don't like thought that, to be honest. If only there were a way for House Ward to get by alone. I would just not be part of these crimes if we could avoid, but things are not so simple, I'm afraid.
Consider this.
I'm sure you thought long and hard about it, but just think about dirtying your hands like that makes it sick in my stomach. So you're willing to do whatever it takes to first save our house. Then as your master arms, no way I'm letting you do it alone. I admire your resolve, lad. Any more time to think about it, but this will be your decision either way. We can't overlook Miss Source's black market dealings. We don't be party to them. Unless it means getting more how to go without salt for the duchy, yet still. I believe we should go hide and bring these crimes to light. Please, sir, I must know why you oppose exposing Mr. Source's crimes.
Surely.
Indeed, Mr. Source's work has greatly benefited however many years. He must have great influence on the Holy State. If we went to him now, desperate as we are in lack of proof, there's a chance he would not believe us. Will we speak a little longer?
In that case...
I admit I'm more curious as why he would make us account for Mr. Source's dealings. Our mission with the Aesfrost strain of advances, I would rather not make any more errands if we can avoid it. I too like to know what they're scheming, but our destination is to enemy territory, our reputation is unknown. I feel there's such much at stake. Let you know on Collins Frederica. I understand feelings, I hope you're not out of mind. Okay.
What do you need?
The Saints had tremendous power in Hyzant, and Miss Source is no exception. Reporting his crimes cause no small measure of danger. We must make our decision carefully. As Prince One said, we should take the assault at Aesfrost. Accusing Minister Sorsley without evidence would do us no good.
Sarah Noah.
We had nothing to prove Minister Sorsley's dealings legal, nor would I want to put our rights with the Holy State at stake. Right now, we need more allies than ever, leaving us no choice but to do Minister Sorsley's bidding. I'm surprised no one's talked about the fact that if we go with Minister Sorsley, we can actually find some way to expose him to what was going on in Aesfrost. Huh. Anyway, I think we're good here. I don't think I'm gonna miss anything now because all my conviction level is so high on New Game Plus. I don't think I can ever miss them at the point.
To cast our votes. Do we follow Sorsley's orders and smuggle salt across our borders, or do we take another path? Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
I can't what he said.
I will put my faith.
So she's with me.
I agree.
Give my support.
You won me over.
I have faith in you. Let's go Aesfrost. I probably got everyone then. I miss what Benedict said, but I'm sure I got everyone. Yep.
The way forward is we have no choice but to...
Okay. Utility plus 40.
We have chosen our path. We shall do as Minister Sorsley asks and deliver the salt to Aesfrost.
Now that we have a heading, we need only move forward. Let us make haste.
Indeed. No matter how perilous the road ahead may be, we must not falter.
Anna, begin the preparations.
As you wish.
Okay. Now everything from here is new. Everything from here on out is new for a few chapters.
No good deed is the product of selflessness, and Minister Sorsley's intervention on the Wolfort's behalf is no exception. In exchange for their livelihoods, Serenoa and his entourage must transport Sorsley's illicit salt across their borders. With no pride left to bolster them, they have little choice but to obey. Preparations for the journey are a somber affair.
March of the Smugglers. I assume we're gonna fight about Twins Gate or on the way there.
The cart's ready, my lord.
As are the disguises. None will suspect us to be aught but common merchants.
Good. Then let us prepare for our departure.
Poor Eridor.
Just look at what we've been reduced to. Skullduggery and deceit. Whatever honor we had is losing its luster by the day.
Poor Eridor. So is this any different or?
So, I am queen. What should I do?
Yeah, this is the same.
You should listen to the Archduke and obey.
Is that all the Archduke wants? An obedient wife? And here I thought the Aesfrosti valued freedom.
So long as you must look to others, you do not deserve freedom. Freedom is a privilege, and only those with the strength to see their will realized are deserving of it. It is not given, it is taken. And it is not often taken easily. This I know.
I see. Thank you.
Next time you think to ask that question, answer it yourself.
Brother, father, look over me until I find the strength I require.
What is Gustadolf thinking to marry a sniveling brat? No glory is worth her dismal company.
It is unacceptable. He should have let me deal with those obstinate boars in Glenbrook.
he wants to further strengthen the connection between Glenbrook and Aesfrost in that case. That's really all it is. He doesn't care about her at all. Sereno is red new. Everything must bow their heads to survive, except someone's request to transmit illicit salt.
Everyone has boarded the cart, my lord. We await your orders.
We cannot use the main road. This journey will not be an easy one.
I suspect not. Minister Sorsley's instructions were clear. We are to secure a new route through our domain that will not draw unwanted attention.
We've drawn up a rough map. It passes through uncharted wilderness and treacherous mountains, places which no common travelers would dare traverse. My scouts have also reported rumors that the area is inhabited by bandits and beasts alike.
Oh, we're right by bandits then.
Mention of the dismal weather on the horizon.
Regardless, we must depart. We have an appointment to keep after all.
So we're gonna fight a battle on the way then, huh?
Under the cover of rainfall, House Wolfort leads a cart full of salt northward through the treacherous mountain passes where few dare to tread. However, the rain quickly turns from help to hindrance as it batters down on the riders, making the ground treacherous and the path ahead clouded in mist. The party stops to wait out the weather and determine their next course of action.
This is the abandoned village. We've seen this map so often in the That's the abandoned village. That's been sitting there this whole time, but I never knew it was the abandoned village. Interesting. Yeah, I hate the treasury too. The treasury is really nasty. It's got really powerful monsters, and you're basically supposed to go and equip the weapons in there. But from what I've read, you likely want to have customized before you enter the treasury. In order to, you likely want to have customized before you enter the treasury, so you can take the weapons that are in there and keep them by upgrading them to more powerful weapons. Otherwise, you lose them on the way out. But yeah, the weapons in there are supposed to be make it a little bit easier to get to the treasury, but the treasury is really nasty. Okay, back to trial strategy. yeah, here it is, the abandoned village. We've seen this map so many times.
There's nobody here. It should make a perfect spot for camp.
Are you certain, my lord?
Do you lack faith in our scouts?
Of course not, my lord. I just mean, it is hardly a place for a Prince of Glenbrook to sleep. Are we to crouch in range-rent shadows in the pursuit of clandestine dealings?
Need I remind you? I am Prince no longer. We must take such shelter as we can find.
But even so, that is no reason to forget who you were.
Is aught amiss?
Nothing at all.
I wondered...
However, I believe I found a place for us to set camp. The road ahead is treacherous, and we would do well to rest and wait out the rain.
I am in agreement, my lord. Pushing further in this weather would be unwise.
Very well. Let's inspect the surroundings before setting camp.
I wonder if the reason why she's hesitant about it is because this is her village or something. I really was thinking about the situation we found ourselves in. I best talk to them, keep out of the surroundings. I don't really last up anytime soon. As well, the path ahead will be presenting with more problems. I kept wondering who might purchase this assault. Maybe they'll use the situation advantage depending on who they are. I think we're going to want Izana in this next battle, along with it's not the area, but I didn't see anyone. It's let our guard down. Izana definitely was going to be wanted in this battle, and maybe Narv too. Oh, up there. Okay, Huette. We can't go inside. I heard of illegal salt trade when I lived in Aesfrost. Everybody needs salt to survive, but can't always afford to buy it through legal means, so many purchase in the black market. I thought I'd be part of this trade myself. I know it's this for House Wolf, but I can't but feel conflicted. There's a key here too! Huh. Not up here. Is there anything else? There's one down there. Okay. So yeah, no hesitation for second thoughts. Yeah, I can't help but fear someone sees them in disguise. I think the real Sir Maxwell will hold himself with more confidence even in the enemy territory. Right, you are, my friend. My master not should be shaken by something so trivial. I must do my best to honor his memory. You shall, Roland. You're his blood disciple, after all. I've become as strong as he was and use that power to become my home. His eyes have been on highlight all night. I don't even notice that he is soaked to the bone. Do you think he lost something in his desire for revenge? I understand your concern, but excessive displays may only make things worse. Pray, speak as you always do. I understand. If I do that, it may help it ease his highest tensions. I'll do everything about how parts performance I always have. You pray recall what I said about excessive displays. Alright, my apologies, but now that I think about it, I can't see act natural. This is the map that's used for maps like Field of Greed, Range Windstone. It was also in the utility ending. No, not the utility. It was also in the Liberty ending, where it was snow covered instead, and Roland was here. I sleep for hauling the assault. Seriously, that's me. But I'll gladly swap pride for the sake of House Wolford. I guess what makes me be a leader. What's right down here? Night is falling and rain is have to build up. I doubt we'd find much rest in these conditions. Let's spend the night at the encampment. We're surrounded by bandits, of course.
Can't you sleep, Serenoa? We have a long day ahead of us.
Thank you, but I'm fine. Why are you still awake?
The rain. Will it ever end?
No storm lasts forever. The sun will greet us in the morning, I'm sure.
I can only hope.
Optimism is sorely needed in these troubled times. However, it would be prudent to plan for the worst.
No need to lecture my lord. He was just comforting his dear bride-to-be.
No, Gila is right. If the rain continues, we shall have to find another way around.
Regardless of the path we take, our destination remains the same. Stifling swamps clogged with insects and worse. I suppose it is fitting, considering the state of our honor as of late.
I understand your misgivings. All the more reason for us to win Minister Sorsley's trust.
And what is his trust worth? He relishes in dangling accolades in front of those foolish enough to grasp for them.
I won't let that bastard toy with us.
Doubtless he feels the same about us.
The salt is gone.
How in the blazes did that happen?
Bandits. They've made off with everything in our cart.
All without stirring a soul.
I apologize. Mountain clans are generally not known for their skillet stuff.
What's done is done. They can't have gone far. Find them.
Yep, bandits. It's gonna be Trish and Travis. I think it's meant to be generic bandits, but certainly others go after thieves.